Wait. That's how Wobbuffet sleeps? What in the... Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime review. Today we are reviewing episode 59, and guys, this episode, it's the Grooky episode, the one that many people have been waiting for. Disclaimer. I am not upset that Goh caught Grookey. I actually did not want Ash to get started in this series, and I'm actually okay that Goh actually got the Grookey. But this episode, man, oh man, do I have issues. Goodness journeys. And let me go ahead and clear this out real quick. The issues aren't actually with the dream part. I know the dream part is very controversial, and I don't really want to get into that discussion right now. But just many things in this episode. Where do I begin? The episode was actually off to a pretty good start. We get this Grookey laying with Goh. Goh tries to catch it, but it's revealed that it has another trainer. The return of Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime finally came back to me. We missed you, Mimey, and everything. You know, some nice funny moments in this episode. But basically, the whole episode is, okay, we got to figure out whose Grookey trainer is. And we've been, hyping this episode up for so long. Koro. Grookey has been announced a whole year ago. We saw it with Ash's Pokemon, and we're like, okay, maybe Ash is going to get it. But then as time went on, I'm like, all right, guys, Goh has to get this Pokemon because it seems like Goh's going to be the one to get all three of these starters, which I was okay with. I know a lot of fans were upset about. But for them to do this, like, have this build up this plot of Grookey already having a trainer, and the way that they handled it is where I have an issue. You would think that for them to hold off on Grookey for so long that they were going to do something so big. Skull Bunny was episode 5, Sawbo episode 27-ish, and now Grookey in episode 59. So, okay, you're thinking, all right, they hid Grookey for so long, they got to do something big. I had many theories, along with others, like Hero Blitz and the others, where, we're thinking maybe Leon has the Grookey, and obviously Leon has a bad sense of direction. Or even they go on this road trip, this road trip that is shown off in the opening to find Grookey's trainer. Like, it could have been many things. I actually thought that there was possibility that this could have been Gary's Pokemon and it just got lost somehow. I had the theory that, Grookey's trainer may have passed away, with them kind of doing a sad starter backstory. A lot of people wanted Grookey to have a jerk trainer that released it, and I'm like, no guys, we don't need that. Now, the whole Stoutland thing, this would have been similar to Litten, but at the same time very different, where Grookey doesn't realize his trainer was gone, and then that's why he's always so happy and stuff, or he's soaking in the pain. There was so many potential things that they could have did. I was super excited to see what they were going to do. Heck, I would actually even took the jerk trainer over this. Apparently, Grookey's trainer is somehow Team Rocket. And okay, I can't even lie, this concept kind of sounds interesting, but the execution is horrible. Like, it could have been like some real serious Pokemon hunters, a possible threat that could lead on to later on in the series. Or just, if Jesse and James were better. Jesse and James don't even have Pokemon in the series. They have the Rocket Lottery. Grookey came out of the Rocket Lottery. When it's time to fight Ash, they call out their Rocket Lottery and it just calls out Grookey's Pokeball and they just return it. And it's just like, okay, Grookey was the only lottery they had. Later on when they fight again, they don't even call out any Pokemon. Team Rocket is just trying to return Grookey, and Goh is trying to catch it and stuff. It's just like, yo, Team Rocket served no threat. If these were some actual threats trying to keep Grookey, that would have been so much more interesting. But no, it's just random old Team Rocket. Team Rocket in the series, it's such a downgrade from the Sun and Moon anime. I just made a video discussing things that Journeys need to learn from the previous series, and Team Rocket, I actually didn't mention that video, but after this episode, I think that Team Rocket definitely needs some improvements this series. And yeah, I know, Goh ended up getting it at the end of the day, but I was expecting Goh to actually get this Pokemon. I was thinking maybe if it was actually Leon's Pokemon that, he would have noticed how much Grookey and Goh grew a bond together. But this episode tries to justify a bond between these two, but they barely spend the day together. Grookey's just causing mischief, which, to be honest, I will give it credit. I like Grookey's personality. It's like the Oshawott, Piplup, Rowlet, Chespin of the series. Like, I think Grookey's gonna be a fun Pokemon. I love Grookey's as a character, but it's just like they tried to justify this whole, Goh being sad, missing Grookey. Like, and my arm feels so empty now. It's like, bro, this is one day. Like, you met other Pokemon, group bonds with them, or at least I know Ash has, and not ever called them. So it's like, he's trying to make this big sad moment, but it just does not work because Goh and Grooky spent such a short time together. Maybe if this was an arc, that's the thing, Journeys is episodic. Maybe if they did something, Like how we had that whole Meowth Subway arc. Say if Meowth turned good just in the beginning of that episode, and then at the end he was revealed to be still a part of Team Rocket. That doesn't work, because the whole black and white Subway arc, the whole purpose of what made it so great is that Meowth gained our trust over a long period of time. He made us believe, okay, Meowth is actually on the good side. Here, you know, they're trying to say, oh yeah, Goh and Grookey are like the best of buddies, but they don't really do much. And yes, Gengar actually appears in this episode, which, you know, I love to see Gengar when we get to see it. You know, Gengar's been done so dirty in this series, but I'm actually starting to get tired of this gag where they only show Gengar where it's like, oh, maybe it's Gengar playing tricks, and that's when Gengar shows up and it's like, it's not me. It pulls a prank on one of the trainers and then it leaves. It's like, come on, Journeys, show Gengar off. You know, y'all had that whole moment where Gengar was mad that Ash wasn't bringing it, and now y'all go back to just telling the same old joke. It's like, Gengar's character deserves more than just to be a little slapstick, funny, oh, it's Gengar moment. Like, I want to see Gengar do more. Hopefully, we will get that soon after Farfetch'd's development. But yeah, man, it's just like poor Gengar. But one of the saving grace moments in this episode is actually the Team Rocket, I guess you could say, quote unquote, battle. As we know, normally when Ash fights either random trainers or Team Rocket, it's Pikachu and Lucario, any big threat, Pikachu and Lucario all the time. So Ash brings out a Pokemon ball, and I'm like, all right, here comes Lucario. But out comes Farfetch'd, and I was just so happy. I was like, yes, Journeys is actually doing something right. I was so happy about that. Farfetch'd finally got to fight Team Rocket. Hopefully they can finally bring Gengar, Dragonite, and the Pokemon that hasn't appeared since it's been caught in episode 50, Dracovish. Oh, poor Dracovish, man. Like, I would love to see these Pokemon be used in these Team Rocket fights. Like, if you're gonna do this, don't just use Pikachu and Lucario. Like, good job using Farfetch'd. Now, let's see some of the other Pokemon. And yes, while this episode wasn't a personal favorite, there are some things I really do love about this episode. For one, Grooky hitting Marowak just instantly reminded me of Kiawe's Marowak. Like, this Marowak was kinda cool, yeah, it fought back. But if this was Kiawe's Marowak, man, Kiawe's Marowak would have went ham on Grooky, like chasing him around. I just thought of a funny Sun and Moon moment. I do hope that Grooky does end up hitting Kiawe's Marowak one day in the future. Also, just Grooky, man, like riding on the Pokemon and just causing so much trouble. Grooky was having the time of his life. And I do like how they introduced that whole it being able to revive the like plants type of thing. I think this could lead to something more in the future. No, on Journeys, you know, a lot of stuff doesn't, but hopefully with the new director and some of the things that they're doing lately, this may lead to something more. But in all honesty though, for them to be hyping up Grooky for so long, this was very mediocre. I do love Grooky's personality. I can't wait to see more of this Pokemon, and Farfetch'd and Eevee definitely helped save the episode a bit. But this was not a good Journeys episode. To compare these captures, Sobble, Cinderace, and Grooky, this is definitely my least favorite. Now, at least the cool thing with Sobble was actually kind of a surprise. And, you know, I actually felt like, you know, Sobble definitely fit Go a lot more than Ash. I feel like all the starters fit Go pretty well, but just the way that they handled Grooky, man, like I really wish that they put more care into this episode. Like it wasn't just a, oh, you know, nice little funny Team Rocket moment, but something more serious, like something. Sun and Moon was a very comedic series, but when they had to tell a serious plot or, you know, do good character development, they went all in. Look at Litten's story, for example. I was hoping for great things for Grooky, but apparently that wasn't the case. Overall, I would rate this episode 4.5 out of 10. I know that's a low rating, but it was just, the episode at first, it was just kind of, you know, boring to begin with, and then the whole Team Rocket thing really changed my opinion on this episode. So yeah, guys, in the comment section down below, please let me know what y'all thought of this episode. I'd love to hear. Apologies for the little small rant there, but yeah, this was not the best Journeys episode. At least we do got Cam on next week, which I'm very much looking forward to, and the hiatus. So hopefully after the hiatus, everything will calm down with this episode, and yeah, hopefully, who knows, I may look at it differently in a few weeks from now. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. TradeMan1, peace out.